Okay guys, good morning, Thursday morning. We're gonna go out there and finish up that job, and man, by law I really should have finished that yesterday. You know, y'all ever do that? You know, that's the thing about being self-employed, is, you know, you got options. But sometimes your options, well, they're, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'll just be quite honest. I didn't feel like being out there to 4 or 5 o'clock. I just didn't feel like it. And, you know, and especially considering he added a little bit on to it, and then considering, I was not planning on working today. It ain't like, you know, I cut that job short yesterday, and then, you know, then had work today, and then moved that work today to somewhere else. We weren't doing anything today. We were off. So, and I talked to my guy about it too. It's not like, you know, I made this decision to leave there without, you know, conferring with my guy, because I don't, you know, he was going to have to take a little bit of a pay cut yesterday in order to get paid today. So we both kind of decided that we didn't want to, well, we knew that we were probably not going to be able to finish no matter what we did, and we were going to have to come back. So if I got to go back down there, I don't want to go back down there for 25 or 35, 45 minutes or an hour. Let's just go on and charge him a little more money to do the extra stuff, and I'll use that money to pay for our extra fuel and everything. Now, I didn't drive the other truck home or anything. All the stuff's out there. The only thing we drove home is this truck here. So, yeah. That's where we're at. But I'm stoked, man, to get that job done. And you got to look at things too. You know, if I were really busy, then I wouldn't even have went out there with just one other person. I would have went out there with 2 people, and we would have done that, and then the extra stuff he wanted to do, and then maybe do a yard or 2 on the way home. But you know, Zach is unreliable. You can't count on Zach to do anything. And plus, getting Zach to work is a huge undertaking for me. So, you know, Zach's got a lot more experience, but, and that's another proven thing. You know, you can be a great worker and know a pretty good bit. Zach knows a lot because he's been out here with me a long time, you know, on and off a long time, and for years. So he knows everything. But get this, you can be all that, but if you are unreliable and not, well, not reliable, and don't have a way to work and all that, I pay Zach less than I pay the new kid that don't know anything. I do. I pay Zach less. Well, man, that ain't right, Ray. Zach knows what he's doing. He's been out there a long time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but Zach's unreliable. That takes 1/3 off the pay right there. As a matter of fact, it takes more than that off, because I only want him out here if I can't count on him. So that's what you got to be looking at, you know, when you're dealing with labor and everything. If Zach had a ride and Zach could come to work, Zach could come out here and he can make as much as I'm paying the other guy. But considering I got to go get Zach, I got to take him back, and then it's all iffy from, you know, the day before, evening before, all the way until he actually gets in the truck. Everything is up in the air. You just don't never know. So that's what you get when you got Zach, which is, you know, that's a $90 to $100 a day guy, considering you got to do all that. Because see, it's costing me to have to go get him and take him back and all. And it's not just, you know, a 5-minute ride up the road. It's a 25-minute ride one way and a 25-minute ride back to where we started from. So, you know, yeah. So I appreciate all the comments on the video yesterday. Yeah, I don't really know what all that was about. Well, I kind of do, but there's no point in perpetuating that. You know, I got to live in this area and everything, and I think that whoever was sending those text messages, I think they realized that they were at a little bit of a disadvantage, if you will, considering they started it. Whoever it was, I don't know. But to come on in my text messages and all and threaten me, that's not a smart thing to do. And then you know, tell me that you know, you got lawyers and stuff and when really there's no. I mean, you can waste your money if you want to. Maybe they got a drinking problem or something. They got a little tipsy and they got sassy and they didn't realize what they were doing. See, I don't drink or nothing, so I don't. I'm the same all the time, man. I don't wake up with hangovers, and I don't wake up with, oh, my bad, I'm sorry, I did that. That was dumb of me. I don't have mornings like that. So some people do, and it doesn't matter what your occupation is or whatever. Needless to say, I won't be doing any work for any real estate agents in my area. It doesn't look like. But these real estate agents, HOAs, management groups, and all that, they're always trying to find, you know, cheap work, right? They're always trying to find that. And I guess that is, to a certain degree, we all are, you know. To a certain degree, I'm always trying, I want to get the best deal. You know, the key in my truck, and I'll put a picture up, the key in my truck broke, right? The metal piece came out of the key fob. And so, you know, I'm calling the locksmith, and I can still start the truck and everything, but I don't want to lose that metal piece. But if you lose the metal piece, you can't start the truck. So I was, and this goes back to, you know, trying to get a good deal. So I know the dealer, what the dealer charges. It's over $400 and a half a day of my time. Because I got to take the truck to the dealer in the morning time, and then come back and pick it up, or stay there and hang out and pick it up later. They have a process at the dealer here where you check in your vehicle and you leave it with them at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and then they call you when it's ready, which is usually before lunch, but still, it'll suck up a half a day. And it's over $400. It ain't $500, but it's over $400. And last time it took them forever. So I felt like that was kind of expensive, even back then. So I called the locksmith, the same locksmith that came over and activated the brake on the other truck. You know, the brake control module. He had to equip that truck with it, with his computer. So I called that same guy, and he says, yeah, Ray, I can do it. $375. I'm like, man, I don't want to spend that money. I don't want to spend that kind of money on that, man. I just don't, man. And I got 2 key fobs, and both of them did the same thing. And I know, and it's my damn fault, because I have a keychain on there that's so heavy, and it dangles, right? So, but I've since I found out or saw that this key was getting loose, I went on and took all the weight off of it. So now it's just the key fob and the key. But yesterday it finally gave out. But I don't know, man. So then I said, oh, wow, okay. Was I I don't know, man. I just didn't want to spend no $400, you know. Not right now. I mean, on that, when if it wasn't working, it'd be a different story. And these are decisions that I make. So then he comes back and he says, well, I'm over here at blah, blah, blah. If you can come over here, I can do it for $200. And this was, I was still out there in Gay, Georgia. And I'm like, oh, no, man, there's no way I can get over there in blah, blah time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a regular key made and put it on the same keychain as the key fob and go from there. Because I've had two and both of them are broke. And a regular key, as long as it's on the same keychain where I can, you know, hit the lock and unlock on the truck and set the alarm on the truck and all that, then I'm good. All right, y'all, so we're back over here on this one. We're going to trim a few of these branches off so when they back out of the driveway here, they don't hit all this stuff. So, and then we're going to load that up, and then we're going to get around back. So yeah, we'll have to put y'all on some kind of time lapse or something. Okay guys, so y'all see that we got y'all see we got the trailer loaded. I'm gonna go back here and dump it. I don't think we'll have another load. He did add a little more money onto it, so to make it where it's worthy of us coming out here 2 times. So that's a good thing. But we did do a good job on trimming the cedars back. Now, excuse me. Now his trim on the cedar trees wouldn't be the same as mine if I were at somebody's house. But he only wanted to trim where the where his truck backs into it. So he didn't even want to trim it back to the tree. So he knows that in next year or 2 he's going to have to pull them out, and he knows that I can do that too. So I can take them out and real easy, grind the stump and everything. So okay, y'all, man, dude, this job over here for the birds, man. I ended up getting $1,000 out of them, but that ain't good money, man. I mean, we probably got 10 hours over here. That ain't good money. Well, I got $1,000 out of him plus the lawn maintenance, the lawn mowing, so $1,150, and we got about 10.5 hours over here, something like that, man. I mean, it ain't. Yeah. So what I did is I got the kid on the mower right now, so he can go on and we can go on and get that mowing done, because it's a big yard too, And I didn't want me. Well, he's pulling the mower trailer. He's got the mowing trailer on that other truck. So, you know, he loves it though. The owner's like, man, I'm so glad to get that done, because he knows it. He knows he dodged a bullet, because somebody else would have charged him a lot more money, you know. And yeah, it ain't perfect, but I knew it wasn't gonna be perfect no matter what, because I knew that I wasn't gonna be willing to do all that there, y'all. I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, so now we got to get, we're done, so we're gonna I gotta help him, show him how to load the mower up, and we're gonna go to the house and we're gonna get all, you got to help me get some of these tools out of the trailer, the truck and trailer and shit, man. I got a flat tire or nothing. I got a lot of tools out here today. You know, it ain't perfect over here, but you know, for what he's spending, it's damn good, I think. All right, y'all, so we're done, man. You know, you know, I'm supposed to go do work for the Asian lady tomorrow. I don't know that I'm gonna do the job, man, because she's trying to change the scope up. She thinks that, well, she thinks she's gonna get me. She thinks she's gonna get me over there and then gonna have me do all this stuff and hold payment. That's what I think that she thinks. She thinks that she's gonna be able to change the scope while I'm there, and I'm not gonna let her do that. We're at the point now where my next text message to her is going to be, I'm going to need half payment up front. And you know, if we done got to that point, that I'm feeling a certain type of way. They're not gonna get me over there, but she thought I was gonna be hauling some stuff out of there and everything. I said, I'm not hauling nothing away from there. She said, well, what am I supposed to do with all the vines you cut down? I said, I don't know. You don't want to, all you want to spend is $700? Well, that's what you're going to get at $700. I'm not hauling nothing away. Nothing. I don't plan on being over there no more than 2.5 hours. You know, short Friday. And I told her, I said, to be honest with you, me bringing my machine over there for $700, you're getting a freaking deal. You are. Just FYI. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But she ain't got too many more things to come at me with, to where I'm just gonna say, nah, I don't think we're a good fit. For some reason, I guess she thinks, and I thought that I knew her husband. I thought that she knew me. For some reason, she thinks that that she's doing me a favor by letting me work. And she's not. I'm ready to take me a day off. Hell, I've been trimming bushes for 2 days. Shit. She's not gonna get me over there with my skid steer for $700 hauling shit away and going to the dump and all that. What she's gonna get at $700 is me maxed out over there at 3 hours. Maxed out. And she's not gonna be able to change things once I get there. See, that's what I think that she's not being crystal clear on scope, and we must be crystal clear on scope before I take a machine down there. And now I'm feeling a certain type of way, so now I'm thinking about, well, I'm gonna need half payment before I come down there, and that will stop them from changing the scope and then holding payment when I don't go for it, because I'm not gonna go for changing the scope when I'm coming down there at $700, because I'm not making nothing. I thought I was gonna be doing her a solid, but I can see now that, well, I'm good, you know. And you guys are right, man. Chad, you're right, man. You're right, dude. I mean, they're just hard to deal with, man. was just glad to get done with today. But I'm not gonna let no customer, you know, whether they're intending to or not, get me and my machine, my guy and my attachments over to a property and then change the scope on me. And we're not doing that. She wants to try to, now she's coming at me wanting to try to pay me by the hour. I'm not gonna do it by the hour. I don't need to work that bad. I need a day off worse than I need that. I need a day off worse than I need that $700. This is where I'm at. And that goes right back to being able to manage your money and not be desperate. I'm not desperate. So I do the jobs I want to do. And at the end of the day, of course, you got to be able to pay your bills. So, you know, you can't just do it what you want to do and then come up short on your own bills. But I'm not going to come up short on nothing if I don't take on that $700 job. She's not going to, you know, that's her calling me now. So my number, I don't never go anywhere for $700 with my machine. Not ever. Ever. Okay. But I'm willing to do that, but y'all got to make it easy for me. You can't have me over there changing things around and all that.
Okay, so I'm not this kind of person. I don't know how you get this, okay?
Listen, you're not hearing me. What I'm trying to say, I don't know that you're this kind of person or that kind of person. All of that is irrelevant to me. What's important here is that I know what I'm doing, that the number that I gave you guys for the scope of work is what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to go over there and then you guys try to tell me what I need to be doing while I'm there. Because I can't make, I'm not saying nobody's trying to beat me, but what I am saying is that I'm doing a solid to bring the machine and the know-how for $700. And it seems like you guys are trying to get me to do more work than what I think $700 should do. That's all. I don't know. I mean, okay. Do you realize? I mean, you have to kind of understand what things cost. And maybe I'm being a little bit, you know, more anal than I have to be. But I don't know, man. She asked me in a text message, so what's your insurance status? You know, I got insurance, trust me. I can show you. You know, I'm in business. I have to have insurance, of course. I mean, geez, man. But I'm going to hear these chickies. Deuces!